G'day everyone, welcome back to some more Alliance War action here in PuzzleCombat. Another week, another war. This time around we have been matched up with Elite Strike Force is who we've got, ESF. So it's Derzkие, Chotkie. Yep, the bold and the sharp, apologies, up against ESF. Red tanks on their side, which is a little bit different. We don't see it too often, or I don't anyway. And then still the blues on our side. So, yeah, I'm not as, not confident, but not as familiar, I guess is the right word, with my team builds to face off against Pulse. I've got, you know, sort of two teams that are really good against Pulse, and then I use them in in raids a lot, and then everything for wartime is just pretty questionable, I guess. It's a bit more guessing. So have got a bit fortunate, I guess, but also unfortunate. I've gotten a decent board, but it's taken a little sec or two for it to come through. So we can put a bit of damage out on, I'm targeting mostly the right hand side. I want to put some more damage on sidestep just to try to kill her off. Unfortunately, the mischance from Hex did not proc at all in there until we got to the delayed damage from Hypernova. So I guess that's a good thing, but unfortunately didn't cause any misses on sidestep, which means that I did cop the ailment on poor old Fiddle there. So we will not quite, but almost get the kill on, what's her name? Pulse. But yeah, we don't have a lot of health left. Unfortunately, we didn't get much assistance early on this board. It was mostly late where sort of the tile started coming, so unfortunately we do have to go back in and clean that one up. So we'll jump back in, double check, yep, green and purple flanks. So we're going to build a red and yellow team, so we'll pop that together in a second. So we'll chuck in Topaz, we'll put Nima, and I'll also use Vulpine. Sorry, no Nima, just Topaz and Vulpine. I'll throw in a couple reds, so I'll go Renegade and Naja, seeing as I don't use them a huge amount. And then I'm also going to throw in a copy of Senya, so just as a healer as well. So I'll grab the 19 because I may as well fix up these speed guns. So speed guns on everyone. I don't think Vulpine actually gets a break from the speed gun from memory, but it's alright, I'll take it for the dodge it if nothing else. So yeah, let's go, clean up. So well, that's a starting board. Not a lot of useful stuff on the immediate open. It sort of had a couple things come in afterwards, which is okay. Unfortunately, ended up putting a lot of dead tiles on both Ayumi and also on Hypernova, which means that obviously both of them are charged and fired. I thought I got the kill on Ayumi, but she did revive, which is unfortunate. We'll pop a bit of damage on sidestep just to start trying to kill her off, but unfortunately not enough, and we lose 3 heroes in rapid succession. So it was at about this point I started getting quite nervous, as is completely understandable, particularly seeing as we've got Ayumi there just casually reviving another time. So we'll try and kill her dead. Unfortunately got too much of a cascade here. So I ended up putting a bit more tiles on, what's the name? Sapphire than I was sort of intending. I've gone with the kill shot on sidestep. I probably didn't need to use the special skill, but I'll take it. I probably should have fired these in the reverse order because I've now killed poor old, what's his name? Topaz, but we brought him back with the revive, so we'll take it. If I'd fired Topaz first and then Vulpine second, if I'd thought about the fact I had the shock element, we wouldn't have been in such a predicament, but we got there. So messy, but done. So yeah, next up we've got Juxtaposed Camel, so 3 blues once again. This time around I'm going with the Blunderbuss and double war chest setup. It's absolutely nuts, it's bonkers with the amount of damage you can do, because war chest can't miss, which means that you get all of Blunderbuss's damage bonus, or attack bonus rather, with literally no risk. The only downside, obviously, is that you got to charge all 3 heroes, which is 2 different colors. So a little bit unfortunate. Nice big blue cascade there, which was really nice. Got the kill out on Pulse. Taking just the single match or the single blue tile in the middle because I didn't want to waste any more blues. So we'll fire off Booster, then Blunderbuss, and wait for it. Double War Chest, and lot of damage. But unfortunately, we don't actually have too much more on the board to play with after that. So we'll hopefully get the kill on Sidestep, and now it's just a case of picking off Vision, and it's a 5v1. So theoretically, should be a reasonably straightforward finish from this point. But I mean, Vision can do a lot of damage output, and I don't actually have a lot of blues or green tiles that are in usable positions. I do have a single green, so as well as the triple red, so it was a bit easier in the end than I thought it was going to be, but no blues to finish off after that initial match, basically. So, all right, next up we got DarkWizard. Team is 3 blues once again. I'm going to switch over from Nox, and I'm going to use Perla instead. Reason for this is Nox doesn't have a cleanse, but Perla does, and this is a fairly element heavy defense. I kind of didn't really think this attack team through fully in terms of its synergy or implications rather on Amethyst, and the main reason I say that is I've actually got 2 other heroes that make attack bonuses, and both of them overwrite Amethyst's better buff. So Amethyst currently has a 46% attack buff active, but if I fire either Clara or I fire what's her name? Venus, I will actually lose the original buff from Amethyst, and I'll get their inferior buff instead, which I didn't really think about, and I kind of didn't think about it until I'd fired this shot right here, and I go, why is my damage from Sidestep so terrible? And I work it out, basically, at that point. So, yeah, note to self for next time, Amethyst doesn't pair well with other attack buffers, which I already kind of knew, but I just didn't think about it when I built the team. So, yeah, that's all right. So we'll quickly pop off a couple more tiles. I'm only focusing on the left-hand side in terms of my damage. I'd like to be able to kill Doodle off, get rid of him, so then that's the healing done, and then it's a case of just picking off the rest of this defense team. So we've got Doodle gone now. Unfortunately lost Perla as well, which is, yeah, unfortunate with her being my cleanser that I had in this team. But yeah, I think we've got enough point or damage in the rest of the remaining heroes that we can kind of out-kill them. But we also do still have Venus as well as an alternative healer instead. So yeah, there's not really a lot to say. I'm kind of just playing this one out, making the matches away from where they're defending, build up tiles, do damage, repeat. Yeah, not a lot else to say really. It's kind of just playing this one out. So there we go. Amethyst finishes it off, and we can move into our next attack. So here we go, Rueful Friction. Another 3 blues, double 1 setup. I don't actually have a huge number of blue healers. I do, I guess, have Bridget and Variant Bridget, but I'm not a big fan of them as healers. So we've gone with an off-color healing this time in Jocasta. So again, not the strongest blue open in terms of tiles on the tank. Do have some blue tiles, but they're kind of off to the side. That helps a lot there because it got us our special skills charged, and I make a little bit of a mistake here. If you pause it right there, you'll notice that I kind of wrongly assumed that Pulse would die from the direct damage or the follow-up, and as a result she charged her skill, fired off her minions. I do finally manage to get the kill on her, but not before it's kind of done the damage. So now they've got their minions up, they've got their health back on a lot of counts, and I'm now struggling to line up particularly blue tiles, but also other color tiles to really kill off the minions is most of what my problem is, because I didn't bring any AoE 5 hitters. and I kind of use my blue skills already. So yeah, this long pause here is I'm kind of weighing up the best move to make. I elect in the end to go with the red match 3 to at least heal, or be able to heal rather, with Jocasta after whatever happens here. Yeah, it was a bit of a toss-up, but either way, we've got not a lot to work with, I want to say, is probably the best way of saying what's happening. The blue tiles are somewhat there, but unfortunately they came a little bit late, and we lose even more health as well as our accuracy. And yeah, the heal from Doodle really did us no favors either. So yeah, basically my mistake was I should have fired Lillian variant at Pulse when I initially charged her. Like, that's ultimately where this entire fight fell apart, was I didn't make sure of the kill on Pulse before finalizing my targeting. So if I did that differently, I mean, there's a lot of charge that they don't get, there's a lot of health back that they don't get, there's some chunky minions that they don't get, which is extra health to chip away at. So yeah, mistake on my part. It wasn't really anything other than that. I think the board was manageable. It was just I played it wrong, ultimately, plain and simple. So we'll go back in with the clean. I've gone with 3 greens to basically kill Doodle off, and once he's gone, we've got the double 1 set up to sort of work from there. This is also a double blue defense as in the flank position, so having the 3 greens on this cleanup does actually make it, you know, even more worthwhile to go that green stack. Sorry, I got a case of the sleepies all of a sudden. Got all of my heroes charged. Unfortunately did charge both of them as well, them being Vision and Hex, and unfortunately I go a little bit to town here. I lose what's his name, Whack, and most of that damage on Whack was, yeah, kind of sucky, but it would have been really nice to have him survive. But in either case, we get the kill on Thunk. Mainly reason for targeting Thunk was he had the most HP, basically, as well as the highest charge. So the other 2 heroes had already fired their special skills. Thunk was going to fire his. So here I do not make the same mistake as I made with Pulse. I make absolutely certain of the kill on Hex there before moving on to the next enemy to target. So yeah, that's it. That's my 6 hits, I think. I feel like I might have missed one, but I'm not sure. No, 2 one-shots, 2 double taps. Yep, that's it. So we'll scroll up, we'll find those hits. So, nope, that's not the earliest one. We got a little bit before that. Yeah, there we go. So we got the double tap we had on Spatula the Meatscraper to start ourselves off. Then Camel's one-shot, the one-shot on DarkWizard, and the double tap on Rueful Friction to finish ourselves off. And that landed me, usually in a 30v30, 4 kills is just over 200 points. So yeah, there we are, 221, which is 28th of 40, 50, 56. So bang in the middle, halfway mark. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, we did end up getting the win. Can't see the flags because my internet's lagging, but we got the win, 65 versus 62. So GG's ESF and GG's everyone. Hopefully your wars went well, and I will catch you all in the next video. Till then, good luck, stay safe, and happy gaming. Bye!